Okay, we are back with Professor Stiglitz and Ed Conard. And Professor, I know you've got to run, so I just want to let you make your final point about your book, The Price of Inequality, which is essentially what you're saying is that inequality is not a way to incentivize companies to invest in the economy and create jobs. It does the opposite, is what you're saying.
That's right. That we now have in the United States not only the highest level of inequality of all the advanced industrial countries, we also have the least equality of opportunity. So what that shows is this is not inevitable. The inequality that we have is, to a large extent, not totally, to a large extent, a result of rank-seeking, monopolies, distortions in the economy. That has a very strong implication. We used to talk about there being a trade-off between inequality and economic growth or efficiency, and now we realize that we could have a more dynamic economy, a more efficient economy with more equality of opportunity and less inequality. If we simply...
And that is steered by the government. What you're saying is that the government has to be involved in that.
It has to be involved, and it has to stop some of the things it's doing, like the way it distorts the economy, giving preference to derivatives, making student loans non-dischargeable, inadequate enforcement of competition policy, a whole set of things of that kind that distort our economy and make it less efficient.
Ed, and of course you disagree with that.
Sure, information technology has disproportionately made the most talented people more productive in the economy. Their wages would have gone down if that's all that happened, if everything had been held constant. But there's been an enormous window of opportunities, unreal opportunities, where risk-taking is needed to capitalize on those opportunities. 13 people can create Instagram and $1 billion of value in 2 years.
And that's why our economy is growing slower now than it was in the decades after the 50s.
Our economy is growing faster than Europe and Japan's. Our people have been
doing very well.
For
most Americans today are worse off than they were a decade ago.
They're equal to, if not better than Germany.
Okay, you know what? The facts will speak for themselves, and we will continue. And I urge all our viewers to read both of your books to get both sides, both perspectives. Professor, thank you so much for joining us through the hour. Professor Joseph Stiglitz, and also Ed Conard, thank you as well, author of Unintended Consequences. Coming up next, there are only